Hello, everyone. Um, my name is Coco, and I don't know how to do introductions, so that was my former introduction. If you don't know me, you probably don't. I am talking to no one right now. My name is Coco, or Woozgly. I go by the name Woozgly when I do art. We'll get more into that in a second. But my whole reason for doing this video right now, if you're even watching, is exposure therapy. I've been hearing a lot about that recently, and I want to get myself included in it if I want to continue my career as an artist. I feel like exposure therapy is being an artist. You're exposing yourself, you're exposing a part of yourself to someone. Maybe not. You're exposing that part of yourself, period, through the creation of art. So, anyways, yeah, this is kind of, I made a list here. This is kind of a blog slash confessional. It's gonna be a uncut, unedited, just video of me talking about things and getting more comfortable in front of a camera, talking to an audience. Um, yeah, I'm not the greatest talker at all by any means. I don't know really what I'm doing. I don't really know how to edit, so that's why I'm choosing not to edit at all. Because some people like to listen to a random person rant, and you can listen to me. Okay, so hopefully this is a progressive thing, and maybe in like 6 weeks we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Okay, it's like 5 in the morning. I just got off work. It's been a long day. It's a new day now, but I needed to get this out of the way because I feel like I need to do this, and I'll go to sleep greatly. I'll go to sleep good. Anyways, we're going to go through the topics that I wrote down on the clipboard. Getting comfortable in front of a camera. I just said I'm not the greatest speaker. I have sang in front of a few people, and the talking part doesn't really go well. My mind goes blank. So I feel like in order to be able to do that, I need to lock in. So this is me locking in. Okay, I've said that. I've said that a few times. Okay, I've said it a few times. I think. Okay, we're gonna talk about who am I? Who am I? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to do? My name is Coco, obviously. I'm a visual artist and a musical beginner, I'd say. I've only been writing songs for probably a year and a half, 2 years. I've been singing for since I was young. I'm 20 years old now. So I've never really been great at writing, ever, at all. And I recently went to a school and I took a writing class and I really enjoyed it. So now I consider myself a songwriter a little bit. I started out with these poems and they were really good. You can see the reflection of the screen in my glasses. This is me. This is me, guys. I'm in bed. Yeah. Okay. My mind is not the greatest when it comes to speaking in chronological order. I do get sidetracked a lot. I always end up going back to my point. Sometimes I forget it, but I always end up going back. Anyways, who am I? What do I want to accomplish? I took this writing class like 2 semesters ago, and it was really super cool. I loved it. It was a flash fiction poetry class. And then like the first week in that class, I realized it clicked in my mind that rapping and singing and all types of music is is poetry. It's poetry. All of it's writing. It's writing. There's a process to it. It's like writing and and wordplay. And it's I've always enjoyed wordplay. It's very fun. So I was like, okay, we're gonna start doing this. And I've started. I'm only okay. I'm okay. Okay. I like it. I like what I'm doing. I think I'm doing great. I think I'm doing lovely. Um, and I want to improve. So I'm trying new things, including this exposure therapy on YouTube. Um, okay, yeah, that's me. I'm a visual artist. I make art. This is what my art looks like sometimes. Um, that's also what my art looks like sometimes. And that one right there. Um, I can't tell you anything else, but um, yeah. I also say a lot. I just realized that. Okay. Okay, cool. Inspiration. I wanted to speak on inspiration a little bit. I've been trying to go through this self healing journey, and healing from what I'm not sure of really. I feel like something does need to be healed. You always need to grow. We're constantly evolving and growing. So maybe not healing, but to grow and evolve. Evolving journey, this growth journey. I'm 20 years old. I'm a new adult. It's a journey. It's a journey. Can an event for every 20-year-old probably trying to figure out who they are, what they want to do with life. This is me right now. This is where I'm at. I'm talking to my iPad at 5 a.m. It's okay. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. Um, yeah, I've been sitting in front of my TV a lot after work, just thinking, scrolling, and I've come across a lot of these inspirational videos, and I feel like they hit me at the right time. There was this one older white man. He's probably like elderly white man. I don't know why I included that he's white, but he was white. I usually only I look up to black women a lot. So this was very 360. This was a 360 or a 180. I'm not the greatest at math either. We're learning things. Um so yeah, I was watching this man and he was just talking about youth and how it's important to live your life and like do what you want to do. And that's really what I want to that's really what I really like preach is do what you want to do, especially being in the arts. I feel like being in the arts, that sounds so fancy, but it's not. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing really, but um yeah, he was just like, do what you want to do, don't like waste it. It's not like you don't have to have these huge things in life. Like you often see like celebrities doing huge things and you're like, you want to do that. Obviously they're getting rewarded for their work, for their labor in a dramatic way that it makes you feel like your work isn't really worth it. And I just wanted to talk about how me and my best friend, we were talking about how like in the art world there's like speaking like the visual arts world, for example, we can talk about a banana that's duct taped to a wall getting sold for like millions and then getting like thrown away after or like eaten after. I learned this in class. I should have known, but I don't know what happened to it. But it got sold for a lot of money. And to see that, that's kind of like disheartening for a young artist, a young struggling artist to watch and just like see money thrown around like that, like money, like prices and all of this. Like all of that's like, okay, that's that, like that's a that's like a fantasy world. That's a fantasy world, really. Majority of everyone, it doesn't really end up like that, kind of. Not to say that you can't end up selling a banana on the wall for $1 million, because you can do that if you want to do it, do anything you want to do. But when you see that as a struggling artist, you're like, am I worth it? Is this worth it? Should I give up? It was just basically a video of don't giving up. Don't give up on your dreams. I say this to myself probably every day. If I'm at work, I was just at work until like 4 a.m. That's really humbling to a person when you're really at work and you're like, it's 4 a.m. I could be asleep peacefully in my bed right now. What am I doing? And you think you're going crazy, just that internal saboteur that tries to get to you. I hope this is making sense so far, and I hope this is making sense so far. This is a gradual thing. This is the first video, so I'm kind of like, it's okay. So yeah, that was a video, and who was it? I I think it was Dochi. I love Dochi. I look up to her so much. I've been watching a lot of her YouTube videos, specifically the one about where she chose to name her key morals, her key rules to live her artistic life, artistic journey by. And it was just a video, and she was like, she was glad that it clicked then, that this is what she needed to do. And she said a quote, and it was, jump and the net will appear. And I'm usually not a motivational quote type of person, because I'm like, it's a motivational quote. Okay. Like, it's motivational, but like, it's not really, I never really connected to it, but that quote really connected to me. And also, that quote might not be even be in that video. Someone said it, but I think of that video all the time. All of the time. I watch that video probably every day. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, jump and the net will appear. It's a really great quote. I think anybody living a life of non structure should live. I okay, that's not the great there's not a great way to put it. Anybody should live. Jump and the net will appear. Anybody, actually. Um what else? Yeah, jump and the net will appear. Like, I moved out of the house. I went to college. Now I'm living on my own. And I'm like, okay, living on my own was scary. I lived on a guy's couch for a month and a half, I think. And that was very terrifying. That wasn't terrifying because I knew the person. I worked with the person. There was a few people I knew in the house, but it was a new experience, and I jumped. That felt like a jump. I didn't know what was next, but the net kind of started appearing, and now I'm here making a video in my bed right now. So like, the net is slowly appearing, but also it's very important. It's key to know that the net might not appear instantly. You can't always expect instant gratification. In high school, I think, for me, whenever I was making visual art, it was coming so quick to me that I was like, it started to set in my mind that, like, if it's not going quickly, then I'm like, this is horrible. I don't have the spark anymore. I'm not doing this. But then I realized later on in life that that wasn't really a process. That was a process, but maybe that's not the best process for me because things take time. And if you're always expecting instant gratification, that's not, if you're always expecting instant gratification, you're not really going to be fulfilled in life because things take time. Life is long. Life is long, and I've thought about that a lot. I'm only 20 years old, and I get overwhelmed thinking about the next 20 years, and I'm 40. And then I have to do another 20 years. That's like 60. And that's like, and then you start thinking about, like, will I even make it that far? And then that's like, and then that's the loop in my mind. But, anyways, that's another thing. But yeah, you can't really expect the net to appear. You can't really do nothing and have the net appear. You have to jump, you have to take risk. Especially being an artist, you have to take risk. If you're too comfortable in what you're doing, take the risk. I think that's me. I don't like being too comfortable in a spot and then I'm just like static. I like to keep things moving, and I feel like if you do keep taking the risk, the jump, the net will appear. So thank you, Dochi, or maybe not Dochi. I don't know who said that, but I love that quote. I put a quote right here. Here's another quote. Don't be afraid of not knowing. I'm gonna take this off my wall and show you because I wrote it down. Don't be afraid of not knowing. I used to always be like, I just like poked another hole in my wall. I totally didn't need to. Anyways, okay, I feel myself, we're 17 minutes into the video, and I feel myself getting more comfortable talking about anything. Anyways, back to the quote, the inspiration lately. Don't be afraid of not knowing. I have always been one of those people to be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Or I would think I didn't know, but in reality, you don't need to know to do it. You don't need to know because there's multiple ways of doing something. So like I'm always just doing I'm always often doing the default thing sometimes, and then I realize like wait, I have all the free will in the world ever. Like ever. Like this is my world. I'm talking into the camera right now. This is mine. This is mine. This is my headspace. So I could do anything I want. Like I don't have to talk parallel to the camera. I could be talking to the corner. I could put my iPad in the corner and I could record like that. I might do that for the next video. Who knows? Or the next video. I have to figure out a way to do that. But I will do that. Yeah, don't be afraid of not knowing. And the way I just explained that might not be what the quote even means, but this is how I interpret the things that I'm intaking. I was trying to find a way to like call myself a sponge, but like this is me being a sponge. I'm taking in all of this inspirational quotes, and then I'm blurting it out to you, and this is my interpretation of the interpretation of the inspiration. Okay. Okay. So yeah, don't be afraid of not knowing. If you don't know how to do it, that's okay. Do it your own way, girl. Do it your own way, queen. Do it your okay. That was weird. That was it. Okay. Okay. Do it your own way, because when you do it your own way, boom, you found your own way to do it. And if it's successful, you found your own way to do it. And it might even be better than a normal way to do it, So don't be afraid of not knowing. Pop your shit, queen. Do it. Okay. I like that topic. I really enjoy talking about what I am inspired by at the moment. I might make a video on that. I might make a few videos on that, what I'm inspired by at the moment, whenever I'm inspired by different things. Yeah, what I'm really inspired by just at the moment, just in general, is video essays, but of musicians or older actors. And they're talking about their process of how they started and how they survived as an artist, because a lot of people would say, I've had a few professors say that you can't survive as an artist without a process. And that's another point that I wanted to talk about, but we'll get into that later, is a process. A process, when I was talking about instant gratification, that was a process in itself, what I was doing in high school, making paintings and drawing super quickly and just being like, finished product in a few hours, I'm happy, I can go to sleep. But things take a process. Things need a process. Process is great. Okay, we're at a point where I've sidetracked too far. I think I forgot the original point. Okay, wait, no, I didn't forget the original point. This happens a lot. This will happen a lot. I need water. Oh, I don't have water. I thought I had water. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I thought I had water. Consistency, process versus product / procrastination. Procrastination, it's in everyone. It happens. It happens to the best of us sometimes. It happens to us more than others. And I wish I could say procrastination wasn't in me, but it is. It is, and it's horrible, especially when you have other responsibilities to tend to. You just feel like, I just feel like I have no time to do the things that I wanted to do. I've been staring at this tinfoil hat that I've wanted to use for a music video for a while. I've never made a YouTube video. Okay. I've never made a music video, but I really want to. And I made this like headpiece for a song that I made. And I've just been procrastinating on that so much. And I think consistency is really what's like key right now. At least for me, I'm working like 35, 40 hours a week. So like a process and consistency is really what I need. Like an hour a day, 2 hours a day is very huge during the week. So boom, you have 5 hours during the week. Boom, 10 hours in the span of 2 weeks. Okay, I knew that. 10 hours in the span of 2 weeks, on and on and on and on and on and on and on. The sleepiness is getting to me, but I'm not done with the video. So guys, okay. Actually, I think I talked about everything I need to talk about. We're going to do an outro now. I don't know why I told you that. I should have just did the outro. So yeah, basically this is the style of video, I guess. It will get better, I think. I know it will get better. I'll just get more comfortable in front of a camera. Yeah, my name is Coco, and this is my confessional / journal / exposure therapy / blog. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.